to the Let's Get Inspired live vlog. I'm just warming up now, guys. Sorry. This is Let's Get Inspired live vlog. My name is Brad, of course. Let me just check my microphone. I'll just get my documentation ready. I'm just warming up now, guys. Oh, I've had a day today. I must tell you, I've had a very heavy day, let's say. Don't want to share that with you right now, though. But let me just get my paperwork ready. Make sure I'm ready for you. Not the best start, I suppose, but it doesn't matter. It's all good. 3. There we go. So this is the Let's Get Inspired live vlog. This is episode 78. Today it is what day are we on today? It's Tuesday. It is 8 p.m. 2026. It is the 13th of January 2026. I'm just going to put something in the comments here. I'll just type this in first and then I'll get into it, okay? One moment. There we go. Let me just type that. There we go. Let's start. That's the one. There we go. So I'm going to get into it. I'm going to talk the best I can. So yeah, off we go. We'll get there eventually. Slow start. It's all good. So it's a Let's Get Inspired live vlog. This is episode 78. My name is Brad, of course. It's the Inspirational Ambivert channel. I'm talking about reparenting yourself today. And I'm also going to be reading every comment the best I can. I'll reply the best I can. And the conversation may filter off in other ways, of course. So I'm going to start with what reparenting is. What is it? What is it actually? Reparenting yourself means learning to give yourself the safety, structure, and encouragement that wasn't consistently there growing up. So, and I'm not saying you could have had, like I've had good parents, really good parents. They've done a lot of positives, but no one's perfect. And I'm not blaming my parents or anything like that. This is not what this is about. This is not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about what reparenting yourself is. I'll read the comments as well, guys, of course. Hareem Fatima says, hi Hareem, how are you? My name's Brad, nice to meet you, I hope you're okay. Sarah White says hello too. Hello back to Sarah. Hareem saying, should I sub? I'd love it if you sub, Hareem. If you can, if you want to, that's great. If you don't want to, that's absolutely fine, there's no pressure. But yeah, if you can like and subscribe, that'd be lovely. But you don't have to, no pressure, like I've just said. I'll go back to the comments. Sarah says hi again. Remote Skills says hello. Hello, Remote Skills. Hope you're okay. Hareem's just asked. I've already answered that question, Hareem. Nice to meet you too. Absolutely, Hareem. Nice to meet you too. I hope that you're okay. I hope that your life's going all right. Remote Skills says hello, bro. Hello to Remote Skills. Hope you're okay. Sarah White is saying that she has subbed. Thank you, Sarah. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I appreciate everyone that likes, subscribes, and just comments or watches. I appreciate you all. Thank you. Hareem saying in 3, 2, 1. And then she showed loads of prizes. Oh, thank you, Hareem. Thank you so much. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. That's very kind of you. Mayan Ashraf is saying hi. Hi back to you, Mayan. I hope I'm saying your name right. Forgive me if I'm not. Hareem saying that she's liked. Hareem is saying that I've liked you and sub. Thank you so much, Hareem. And thank you to anyone else that's liked and subscribed. It means a lot. Thank you so much. Vukan Stimach says hi. Hi, Vukan. How are you? My name's Brad, by the way. And Sarah is sending love and respect. I can't do the love heart there, but sending love and respect back to you, Sarah. Thank you. So I'm going to talk about what reparenting is. Okay, so reparenting means, and I will respond to the comments the best I can. Hareem Fatima is saying, you are much kinder than other people. Thank you, Hareem. That's very kind of you to say as well. I wish there were more people like that, Hareem. I really, 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 really do. It's hard out there in the world sometimes. There seems to be a lot of people that are lost, and there's a lot of cruelness sometimes from people, and lack of empathy. Not everybody, but a lot of people are just seem stuck and lost, Hareem. I'm not on about you, of course. I'm just on about people in general sometimes, some people. And I agree, we need more kindness in this world. It's hard. We need more kindness. I agree. Anyway, Sarah's giving me a thumbs up. Thumbs up back to you, Sarah. Send some respect back to you. User something. I can't read the rest of it. Saying hi. Hi to user. How are you? Hareem's asking me, do you know Stray Kids? Yes, I've heard of Stray Kids. Is it South Korean or Japanese or something like that? Forgive me if I'm wrong. It's like a pop band kind of thing, isn't it? Is there someone called Felix that's in it, Hareem? User saying hi, are you okay? I'm okay. I've had a hard day, user. I've not had an easy day. I work in a hospital. I work in the theatres. So therefore, it's like working with people who have their hips done, shoulder replacements, you know what I mean, operations. And I've had a challenging day, but I'm here now and I'm okay. I've had to work around challenging people. That's what it's been. The hardest bit is the people sometimes. I don't know if anyone else has found that in life. Like you go to work and the work's not that bad. It's just some of the people are difficult to be around. That's how it goes. Ajit, sorry, I'm saying your name wrong. Hi, I'm good. Do you know me? No, I don't. I've never met you before. I've never seen you before. Ajit, I hope I'm saying your name right. My name's Brad, by the way. I hope you're okay. Nice if you should join us, by the way. Thank you for anyone that's watching. Thank you to anyone that's liked. And thank you to anyone that's subscribed. It means a lot. Thank you. Sarah's saying hi again. Hamish Lewis. Hamish saying my dog's just puked on the floor. Oh no, gutted. Hamish, gutted, man. That's not fun to clean up. And I bet it absolutely smells as well. Hareem saying, yes, Felix. Yeah, I've heard of that before. I'm not an expert on these things, Hareem, if I'm honest, but I have heard of them. And there's other people as well, but I don't know the names. You're just saying what you're doing today and what you're doing tomorrow. What have I been doing today? I've been working in the theatre today as a nurse. I've been there for a few years. I've not had a great day. One of my colleagues, who's a really nice person, she's lost a job today, and I felt really bad. And I tried to stick up for this person because they weren't deemed to be competent enough to carry on doing the job. But when I worked with them, I found them to be really nice, really kind, really helpful. And I told the bosses, I said, look, this person is not all bad. This person has potential. This person is being labelled as this, that, the other, and bad. And I tried to stick up for them, but it wasn't enough. And they lost a job today, and I felt really sad. I did. I felt really sad because this person was really nice and really kind. And the reality is, for a lot of people, they live paycheck to paycheck. So basically meaning you're only 2 paychecks away from being homeless potentially. And this person's not got a job now. And it's very hard to get a job at the moment. So I feel sorry for her. That's why I feel a bit sad today. Sorry. But I'm okay, don't get me wrong. But I feel sad for the other person losing the job. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. Especially when they're a kind, helpful, nice person. But anyway, they must have made mistakes for them to get to that point, but it's still sad. Tomorrow, I'm at work tomorrow. I'm working in theatres tomorrow, which will be orthopedic spines. So I'll be helping the surgeon with instruments. That's what my job is, to do that. to help them complete the operations. Anyway, Hareem saying, but I am FN fan and Coitus can search them up, please. I'll have to look at them another time, Hareem. I've never heard of them. I'd have to look them up online to learn about them. User saying, is she okay? I don't, if it was me, user, she didn't speak to me directly, but I doubt she is. She just lost a job. She just lost a job. I think it's sad. And jobs can be a pain in the ass, and it can be, you know, jobs are shit sometimes because you've got to go to work and you feel like a slave really a lot of the time. But it gives you, it puts money in your pocket, and I bet she's she's probably feeling really sad, I'm assuming. Anyway, Hareem saying, I mean, Enfithen. I can't pronounce that. I'm really sorry, Hareem. Hareem saying, oh my God. One moment. God, Normal's driver saying, yes, King, over and over and over again. I'm not going to repeat any of those. Hareem saying, I am so sorry for her and you are kind that you are standing up for her. Yeah. Hareem as well, mad. Honestly, this sounds crazy. I never usually do this. I never usually go, oh, I never go to the boss and say, this person's really good. I don't usually say it. And I just felt compelled to. This is yesterday, but I didn't know that this person was having a meeting today. They had the meeting today. I didn't know about any of this. I only found out today. So I felt compelled to like stick up for them because everyone was bad mouthing her. They were going, she's done this, she's done that. And she might have done some silly things, don't get me wrong, but it felt unfair and unjust because she was actually, I saw her being really good. Anyway, so yeah, I tried my best to stand up for her, but it didn't do any good, did it, Hareem? But I tried. It sounds sad, you're saying, yeah, absolutely. You don't wish it on it. You shouldn't wish bad things on anyone, really. It's not good. Anyway, I'll carry on with what I'm talking about. So reparenting yourself means learning to give yourself. I'll respond to the comments as well, guys, of course. It's the safety, structure, encouragement that wasn't there growing up. So it doesn't mean your parents are always bad. Some people have really bad parents. Some people don't have any parents. Some people have parents that are trying the best, but they're not perfect, which is a lot of the time because we're human. No one's perfect. And what can happen is if you miss things when you're younger, like your parents don't teach you certain things when you're younger, or you're growing up in I don't know, if you're not in an emotionally unstable upbringing, let's say, you start to develop personality traits like being a people pleaser and putting yourself first just to keep the peace, really. And that can happen. And then therefore, you need to sorry, I'm not saying this very well, but you end up having to reparent yourself sometimes when you get older because it doesn't work going forwards. Anyway, I'll read, yes, King, yes, King, yes, King. Getting the words in there. You're saying goodbye. Oh, goodbye, user. It's okay. Sarah says hi again. User says goodbye. No worries. Hareem says you're so kind. Thank you. User saying bye. You'll see me then. The person who's saying yes, King, I'm just going to ignore them. They help my algorithm, by the way. They help my algorithm. So whoever's saying yes, King, repeatedly, you help me fucking algorithm, mate. So it's all good. I'm just going to ignore them though because you're just saying the same thing. User saying bye. You will see me again then. I hope so, user. I hope that you're okay. Okay. I hope you'll see me tomorrow. I might not be here tomorrow. I'm working tomorrow, user. Tomorrow night I'll be working, but I do lives on a regular basis when I can. It's been nice to meet you, by the way. You seem like a very well-rounded, kind person. It's your bedtime. No worries. Good night. Look after yourself. All right. Paul is saying, hey, remember me? You want me to read all this, don't you? I'm not going to do. We met at the pool a few months ago. I'm something inappropriate, of course. I'm not going to fall for that one. Sandra's saying, good evening. Hi, Sandra. How are you? Hope you're okay. I'm doing my best for this live. Anyway, I'll continue with my content. Then, of course, I will be responding. So this is reparenting yourself. It's not blaming your parents, saying, oh, they were this, they were that. And some people have terrible parents, don't get me wrong, and they're absolutely awful sometimes. But a lot of people have parents that do the best, but they're not perfect. It's not reliving your childhood, and it's not fixing yourself. It is updating old survival patterns. So, for example, let's say, I don't know, you're growing up with your mum and dad. There's lack of emotional intelligence to an extent. You don't feel heard. You feel like you need to keep the peace in the household, but you're only 7 years old. So you don't really understand what's going on. That can maybe influence you to become a people pleaser, meaning that you put everyone's thoughts and needs before your own. And this helps you to make the best of the situation while you're young, growing up. That's what can happen. But then what can happen is you're a people pleaser as a child, and then you keep that people pleaser within you when you grow older. And the downside to that is if you're too much of a people pleaser all the time, you forget your own needs and what you want to do. You're putting everyone else first all the time. Don't get me wrong, it's good to be nice to others. It's good to put people first sometimes, but you've also got to put yourself first. If you put everyone else first all the time, they're going to basically, some people will take advantage of that. They'll take your kindness for a weakness. You'll be a doormat. You'll be walked all over. You won't have a backbone potentially. And that's not good for you going forwards, is it? It's not good for you at all. And therefore, you need to reparent yourself. So you need to come away from being a people pleaser. You need to think, actually, I need to be a bit more assertive. I need to say no without feeling guilty. That type of thing. I'll go to the comments in a moment, guys. It's also about, reparenting yourself is becoming calm. I'm referring to my notes just to be open and honest. Becoming calm, steady adult in your own life, being well-rounded. A lot of people don't achieve this, by the way. It's responding instead of reacting. Treating yourself the way a good enough parent would do. But I'm not trying to dismiss all parenting. I'm going to go to the comments anyway. Sandra's asking me, I'm good, Brad. How are you? Sandra, yeah. I think you already know because you already know this. But obviously, the colleague I was working with has gone. I tried to stick up for this person because I saw the good in them, but they've been let go. They've lost a job. I felt really sad about that. I've also been working around people that have been I've been in a room with people. I've been working closely with 3 people, and I couldn't even speak to them. There was no conversation. There was no warmth. It was just drab. I wasn't around open-minded, funny. There was no laughs, no giggles. I had a very cold clinical team today. Everyone seems a bit lost, if you know what I mean. So I've not had a great day. Anyway, but I'm all right now. I'm not going to moan all day. That's no good. User saying, I will look after myself. You look after yourself. Keep calm yourself. Good evening. User, thank you. That's really kind of you to say. That's lovely. Thank you. Hi, Michelle. Moving on. Hi, Michelle. How are you? My name's Brad. Nice to meet you, Michelle. User saying, bye. Okay, goodbye. Bye. That's all good. Thank you. Sandra's saying, the lights are on, but there's no one home kind of people. Yep. It's like a vacant look in the eye. You start speaking about something deeper and they don't say anything. Or if they do say anything, it's like, don't know. There's nothing there. There's no... The eyes are the eyes? They're the mirrors to the soul, aren't they? It's like there is a soul in there, but it's like they're lost. There's like a vacant look in their eye, like a non-player character type of person. They don't really have any opinions on anything. They don't look at anything deeply. They just look at superficial things. There's no depth. There's no understanding. It's just not there. You can't have a good conversation with some people, and it's not that you're better than them. It's just they can't meet you anywhere, and it's like it's difficult if you're a bit more aware and you've worked on yourself. You've got emotional intelligence, and you're around people that don't have emotional intelligence. It's limited. It's limited. And it can feel lonely when you're around them people. That's how I felt today. I felt like, oh my God, if I wanted to give a really perfect example of three-dimensional people, today would be the day. If you were watching the interactions that I was having with these three people, it would explain it really well. Anyway, I'll move on. Brendan Healy says, bye. Goodbye, Brendan. Nice to meet you anyway. Sandra says hi to Brendan. Hareem is back. Welcome back, Hareem. Simi Rosa says, do you know Stray Kids? Vaguely, I do. I know there's this character called Felix on Stray Kids. That's all I know. Is it K-pop? Or am I wrong? Am I showing my age there? Sandra says, what are you having for dinner tonight, kind of people? What did you do for the weekend? When's your holiday? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's right, Sandra. So there's nothing wrong with those conversations. This is small talk. Small talk is, what are you having for your dinner tonight? Where are you going on holiday? Yada, yada, yada. And that has its place in the world, don't get me wrong. But that's the depth that's there. That's it. There's no depth to some people. And that's okay. It doesn't mean you're better than them. It's just that they're different, on a different frequency. Sandra's saying hi to Hareem. Hareem says hello back to Sandra. That's lovely. Simi Rosa says, hi, K-pop idol. I was right with the K-pop then. Oh, I'm glad I was right. Thank you for that, Simi Rosa. Hareem is disagreeing. Okay, sorry, Hareem. I am not an expert on Stray Kids, as you can tell. And Hareem's saying, no, he is not. Stop. Hareem, can you explain why? Because I don't know. Forgive me, I don't know. Please explain. Explain why. Why do you think that Stray Kids is not K-pop? Anyway, Sandra's saying, how's life, Hareem? Hareem says, good. Hareem says, I know you said that. Sorry if I'm repeating myself. I didn't mean to. I'll move on with my content a little bit, but of course I'll go back to the comments whenever. So why people need to do it? Why do people need to reparent themselves? Why would you bother? You might be thinking. Most adults struggles. Oh, sorry. Let me start again. I'm not perfect. Most adult struggles aren't character flaws. They're unfinished learning. So most of our struggles in life aren't character flaws. We've not learned how to reparent ourselves to form a more healthy character, let's say, have healthier habits, healthier behaviors, adopt those and integrate them into our lives, let's say. So the common signs is, I don't know if you resonate with any of these, with regards to if you need to reparent yourself, they really hit home with me. Harsh inner critic or no inner encouragement. Harsh inner critic. Does anyone have an harsh inner critic? Is anyone really hard on themselves? Do you ever beat yourself up inside for not doing something or not doing something as well as you thought you should? Are you a bit too hard on yourself? Or do some people have no inner encouragement? So people don't have, sometimes you've got to be your own cheerleader, man. You've got to back yourself up. But one of the common signs of needing to reparent yourself could be these things. Moving on, guilt when resting. It's a big one for me. Guilt. I feel guilty when I rest sometimes. I'm always on the go. I'm always doing something. It's great because I get loads done. It's great because I'm where I've got to in life and where I'm going in life. It's amazing. However, it's good to rest sometimes. You can't be on the go all the bloody time. But guilt, do you ever feel guilty when you rest is a question. But I'll go to the comments in a moment, guys. Don't worry. I'm just going to go through these few comments, few points that I've got written down, and then I'll go to the comments. Trouble with boundaries. What does that mean? Trouble with boundaries means like not taking any shit, like putting boundaries in place. Like say, like if someone's being disrespectful to you, then standing up for yourself, putting boundaries in place, or saying no without feeling guilty. It's boundaries. Otherwise, if you don't lead your own life, other people will lead it for you. And they're not going to lead it the best way. You've got to lead your own life, in my opinion. And sometimes you need to put boundaries in place. Moving on. Over-responsibility for others. Over-responsibility for others. Feeling like you owe people things. You feel guilty for not doing this, for not doing that. Feeling like you're responsible for other people's feelings is a big, big, big one. I still struggle with that now. So if someone's upset, someone's been rude to me, and then I'll put boundaries in place, and then they feel upset afterwards, it can make you feel guilty. You feel responsible for their feelings. Does anyone ever feel responsible for other people's feelings? You shouldn't do that, but it's easy done. That may be a sign that you need to reparent yourself, basically learn how to become a better, well-rounded adult, really. Moving on. Emotional shutdown or emotional overwhelm. So a shutting down emotionally. Or feeling overwhelmed. Even of the slightest things, that can happen too. Feeling behind in life. Oh my God, all my fucking life I felt behind in life. I still do now sometimes. Even despite all the effort that you're putting in. Anyway, I'll keep going. Why does this happen? It's because you've learned to survive, not to feel safe. You've learned to survive in your childhood. You've adapted early, and those adaptations have stuck. So you've adapted your way, become a people pleaser when you're a kid, just to fucking survive the family dynamics within the household. Not easy, not easy. And you'll have done this as a 7-8-year-old potentially, unconsciously. You've adapted to your environment naturally as a kid, but then you've got these traits that aren't serving you well when you're getting older, in a nutshell. So what helped you then when you were a kid might be hurting you going forwards, growing up. Happens to a lot of people, this, in my opinion. I don't know if anyone has experienced this. I'm going to read the comments in a moment. Sorry, guys, I'm almost there. Reparenting isn't about the past. It's about updating the nervous system for the present. I'll say it again. Reparenting yourself isn't about the past. The past has been and gone. It's about updating the nervous system for the present. It's adapting to the future, really, going forwards. I'm going to go to the comments now, guys. Sorry, I was going on a little bit there. I love to read the comments. Thank you for anyone that's liked. Thank you to anyone that's subscribed. It means a hell of a lot. Thank you to anyone that's watching. Thank you for just commenting or whatever you're doing. It's all good. So I'll move on. African Kitchen. He said, good evening, bro. Please, where are you located? I am located in Chorley. That's where I live, in Chorley, which is close to Manchester, basically. 30 miles away from Manchester, African Kitchen. Where are you from is the question. And where is everyone else from is the question. I'll move on. Sandra says hi to African Kitchen. Hareen says, you said, I know I'm not in K-pop. You know I am... Sorry, Harim saying, you said, I am not in K-pop. You know I am talking about you. I know Straight Kids is K-pop. I'm not dumb, sorry if I use the word dumb. It's okay, Harim. It's all good. Tech Tally, sorry if I misunderstood anybody, by the way. Tech Tally says I'm back. Well, hi, Tech Tally. How's it going? How's your channel doing, Tech Tally? Harim says, Sandra, you are so kind. Absolutely, she is. Harim, I agree. That's very kind of you to say, Harim, by the way. Sandra saying, LOL, Harim, are you having a stroke there? Question mark. Or about with the thingy, what you said before. Oh, sorry, one moment, carry on. Harim saying, how old are you? Harim says, why? Sandra says, hi to Tech Tally. So Tech Tally remembers Sandra. African Kitchen says hi to Sandra. Sandra says, LOL, because of your sentence forming up there, Harim. All right, because it was a bit disjointed, the paragraph that you've written. That's all, Harim. Harim says, me too. Sandra's asking how African Kitchen is. Harim says, thank you. Harim, thanks for saying I'm kind. That's yes, it's very kind of her to say that. African Kitchen says, I'm doing pretty good. What about you? Good. Life's not bad, man. I've not had a great day, but I'm here now and I love doing this. So right at the present moment, I'm in a good place. And I appreciate that. Tech Tally says he's back. Sandra's just chilling and relaxing. Harim says, did you read my explanation? One moment. Sandra says, what explanation? Okay, Sandra, 1 minute. Victor Walter says, yo. Hi, Victor. How's it going? My name is Brad. Nice to meet you. Driver Taxi says hi. Hi to Driver Taxi. So Hareem, I'll read this now. That he thought I am saying that Stray Kids is not K-pop, but I was talking about him that he is not into K-pop because he told me when I asked, oh, I'm really, really sorry, Hareem, if I misinterpreted. I do my best to comprehend the written word which is presented in front of me. However, sometimes I do misinterpret things because I'm not perfect, of course. So I do think I apologize, Hareem, if I misinterpreted what you said. So therefore, what you're saying is that Stray Kids is referred to as K-pop, that type of music. Anyway, Ayush Singh is saying, damn, that's a hell of an accent. That's a Lancastrian accent, basically, in England. Ayush Singh, should I say. Sandra says, you're Victor. Victor says, is that Gru from Minions? Thanks, Victor. Cheers for that. Sandra says, okay, thanks for explaining, Hareem. Sandra says, Victoria, yes, this is Gru. He is real. Hareem says it's okay. Are you into K-pop? Me personally, I know nothing about it. To be honest, Hareem, I don't know about everybody else. Does anyone else like K-pop? Is the question. Does anyone else like it? And if you do, who's your favorite? Who's your favorite band or your favorite singer? And why do you like it? Sander says she likes one band. What's the band, Sander? Hareem wants, please tell me. Sander says, I'm old, Hareem. African Kitchen says, I've just subscribed to your channel now. African Kitchen, thank you so much. That's very kind of you to do that. I'll ping your message there. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sorry, should I say it? Thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you so much. It's very kind of you. Hareem saying, what age? You're 11. Oh, you're so young. Sorry, I'm 43, Hareem. I'm 43. Sandra saying that she's 40. Hareem saying 5. I live in Liverpool. Right, you're not far from, basically that's not far. That's northwest England, isn't it really, Hareem? How's life in Liverpool is the question. Hareem lives in the UK. Hareem says, where do you live, Sander? Am I in the... Javid Rashid is asking, are you in the Pet Shop's Boys band? Not at all, mate. They're the worst band ever. They're shit. Oh, sorry to swear, but they're not the best. Pet Shop Boys, man. They're minging. No, they're not good. I don't know. Anyone who likes them eats their own, but they're the worst. Oh, the music's terrible. I'm on about the Pet Shop Boys here, man. It's just rubbish. That's my opinion. If anyone disagrees, that's fine. Each their own, but no. Hareem saying me, a pen and cuties. Stacey says hi. Hi, Stacey. How are you? Hope you're okay. Stevie England's asking, what's your favourite podcast? Good question, Stevie. My name's Brad, by the way, Stevie. Nice to meet you. I think the godfather of podcasts is Joe Rogan. Great. I'll go with Joe Rogan. What's your favourite one, Stevie? What's your favourite podcast? But there's a lot of other good ones as well, don't get me wrong. Shibi saying K-pop, no, ain't my cup of tea. Fair enough. But happy for those who like it. Shibi, that's a very understanding way of saying something. Each their own, I agree. Not everyone likes the same things, do they, Shibi? And it's okay. Everyone likes different things. Doesn't mean one thing's better than the other, just different opinion. Hareem saying, no, I am in K-pop. Stevie saying, sweet dreams with Alan Sugar. I've never seen that, Stevie. Alan Sugar, yeah, I know who Alan Sugar is, of course. But no, I've never seen it. Never even watched it. I might give it a look sometime. Thanks for that, Stevie. Thanks for the suggestion. Thanks for bringing it to my mind. I've never heard of that particular podcast before. So anyway, I'll go back to my content, then I'll go back to the comments. So, why do people need to reparent why do people end up needing, what happens? Why do people need to reparent themselves? What happens in life? If you learn to survive, not to feel safe. Oh, I've already said these things. Forgive me. I'll move on. I'll move on. I'm not perfect, of course. So next point, the 3 core areas of reparenting. I'll do the best I can. If you never felt emotionally safe, your body stays on alert. So that can look like constant tension. So if you never felt feel emotionally safe, then your what's it called? Your nervous system will always be on alert all the time. It's like that fight or flight mode, high cortisol. What's fight or flight mode? It's fight, flight, or freeze, isn't it? That's when you're on edge all the time. What does that mean? It releases cortisol in your body, basically. And cortisol creates inflammation. So constant tension, constantly stressed, overthinking. Overthinking can affect your sleep. Needing to justify yourself. Has anyone ever had to do that? You feel like you have to justify why you don't want to go somewhere, why you don't want to do something. You over-explain it. It's like a people pleaser kind of behavior. You need to justify why you're putting your needs first. And you don't always have to. Sometimes if they ask you to do overtime at work, you can just say, no, I don't want to do it. You don't have to give an explanation. You just say, no, I'm not doing it. Simple as. Mikun Animal says hi. Hi, how are you? I hope you're okay. How are you doing? Where are you from? Is the question. Sander's saying, Hareen, I live in the UK, and you? Question mark. So needing to justify yourself all the time. You don't always have to justify yourself, especially if you've not done anything majorly wrong. And another core area with regard to safety is difficulty resting. Sorry. Oh, Romania. Nice. Sanders from Croatia, by the way. I'm just reading your comments there, guys. So difficulty resting, it's because some people are highly strung. Their emotional nervous system is so highly strung all the time because they've had to survive. They've not felt safe at home, maybe, or there's always been something underlying that they can end up highly strung, let's say. Do you like furries? I'm aware. I don't know much about them, if I'm honest, with regards to fairies. Each their own is all I'm going to say with that. Respect anyone, but whatever people want to do with their lives, it's okay for them to do those things, as long as they're not hurting anyone else. So live and let live is what I'd like to say with regards to that. Official YouTube live support. That's ridiculous. Never underestimate the power of suggestion there. Hello, please be aware it's like for really good one. It's official YouTube live support is trying to use the power of suggestion. You need to come up with something better than that, because obviously I'm not doing any of those things, so I'm good. Thank you to the YouTube support team, though, for always being there for us. Ridiculous. Caden is saying Mr. Clean. Who's Mr. Clean? I don't know who Mr. Clean is. How are you doing, Caden? Pure Gold Edits is saying it's fake. Don't listen. Don't listen. Okay then, Pure Gold Edits. What's fake? Nothing what I'm saying is fake. It's me being genuinely me. I'm not an expert on anything, by the way. I have knowledge, I have experiences, I've made mistakes in life. And I try my best to discuss those things, and I try and work through things, but I'm not. I'm the real deal, mate. I'm not perfect, though, as you can tell, of course. Sanders laughing at official YouTube live support. Mika Animal saying, you're Mr. Clin. I don't even know who that is. No idea. I know who that is. Sorry. Blocky Rushy. You know why UK can't play chess? No, please answer. I like playing chess, by the way. I'm not the best in the world, but I'm good. I'm okay at chess. Let's say I'm a decent player. For a novice, I'm decent. There's some people that are really, really good. But why can't the UK play chess? I don't know. Mickle Animal saying you. Okay. I started saying why, Blocky? Why? Oh, Pure Gold Edit. Sorry for misinterpreting you. You're saying, no, I mean the YouTube thing, not you. Oh, sorry, man. Sorry, Pure Gold Edits. I didn't realise. You're right. Thank you. Thanks for elaborating. And thanks for correcting me there. Sorry if I'm really sorry if I misinterpreted what you said then, Pure Gold Edits. So thank you for correcting me. It's all good. It wasn't intentional for me, by the way, of course. Anyway, Blocky's saying they don't have a queen. Oh, God. Blocky, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Right, anyway. Pure Gold Edit says, don't worry. It's all, thank you. Cheers for that. And Sander says, I thought you meant that, Pure Gold Edits. It's me that's misinterpreted it then. Absolutely. It's all on that. I'll take it on the chin for that one. Sephira says, hi back to you. Mr. Clin. I don't know who Mr. Clin is. They don't have a queen. Yeah. Miku Animal said, a sub and liked. Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you to anyone that's liked and subscribed. It means a lot. Thank you. Sandra's laughing at Blocky. Yeah, that was a good joke. I didn't know what to expect there, Blocky. I didn't know what to expect, so it was a good one. Thank you to Mick and Animal. And Sandra's saying, please like and subscribe. Thank you. I'll go with that. I'll just pin that comment. Thanks. So, I'll keep going about my content the best I can. Let me see. Pure Gold Edit saying it's fine. They don't have towers. I don't know what you mean by towers. Miku Animal says no problem. No, thank you. Thanks a lot. So reparenting safety means slowing down without guilt, man. Just slow down without guilt. A big saying, I keep saying it. What's it? When you say no, you say yes to yourself. So when you say no, you say yes to yourself. Don't say yes to everything. Don't do what everyone asks you to do all the time. If you want to do it, do it. And if you're not sure, if someone puts you on the spot, go, oh, are you coming out tonight? Or can you drive me here? Can you drive me there? Or a big one is when you're working, you'll have a day off, and then they'll hijack your day off. Go, oh, is your day off tomorrow? You'll go, yeah. Oh, I'm gonna go to the shopping centre. Can you take us? Or do this, that, the other. And if they put you on the spot and you're not sure, just say, I'll think about it. It gives you a bit of wiggle room. Don't anyone make you feel guilty for saying no, is what I'm trying to say. And sometimes slowing down as well. It's okay to slow down. It's okay to chill out. Like winter. It's winter now. It's bloody cold in England. It's okay to slow down. You don't have to be on the go all the time. And don't feel guilty about slowing down. It's okay. And another one is learning to feel calm without earning it. Learning to feel calm without having to earn it. Like you have to do this, that, the other to feel calm. No. Talking to yourself in a steady, reassuring way. And some people think, oh my God, people talking to themselves, they must be crazy. No, but you talk to yourself in your own head anyway, because of your thoughts. But give yourself a pat on the back. Don't beat yourself up too much, is what I'm trying to say. Anyway. African Kitchen says, bro, I live in the UAE, United Emirates, and I've got a lot of potential. And I'd love to visit the UK, but I don't know anyone there, LOL. You can still go, you can still travel there, though, African Kitchen. What have you got? Potential. What are you working on, African Kitchen? What are your passions? What are your interests? What are your hobbies? It's good, great. I'm really glad to hear that you've got that self-belief about your potential. Absolutely, that's a great trait to have, isn't it? It can help you achieve so much, just having that self-belief. Hamish. Hamish is definitely a Scottish name. Hamish Lewis. My name is a Scottish name. It absolutely is Hamish, 1000%. Are you from Scotland? Is the question. I'm assuming you are. Sandra's saying, African Kitchen says, well, you know us now. You absolutely do. Miku Animal says, you're at school. Wow. Okay. Sandra says hi to Hamish. Hamish says hello. Jocelyn McDonald says hello. Hello to Jocelyn. Hope you're okay. My name's Brad, by the way. Sandra's saying hello to Jocelyn and to Hamish. Hamish says, yes, I am. Hamish says, I'm good. How about you, Sandra? Hamish says, no, I'm from Australia. Okay, do you have Scottish... do you have Scottish family? Is the question. How's life in Australia? Hamish. So I'll move on the best I can. Obviously, guys, I'll read all the comments as I go along. I've got my own little bit of content here. I've got my notes here just to keep the content going. But I will respond to everything as I go along as well, guys. That's the way I tend to work things. Hamish says Australia is the best. It's meant to be a really good place to live. I'm sure it's got its challenges, Hamish. Why is it the best? Why do you think Australia is the best place? And whereabout in Australia are you from? Are you from Perth, Melbourne, Sydney, or somewhere else? Scream for... I'll say Scream, okay? Scream is saying, oh my God, I'm Scottish too. Scream, whereabouts in Scotland are you from? Sandra's saying, Hamish, why is it the best? Texas State. Oh my God, I get this question at Texas, mate. I get this every bloody time. Why are you bald? Well, obviously, my hair's gone, mate, so I shaved it off. And it looks better without the hair, and I've got the right shaped head for it. That's it, pretty much it, Texas. Just the way it goes. It's just the way I am. I'm good with it though, Texas. My name's Brad anyway. Nice to meet you. I hope you're okay. Are you from Texas is the question. Hamish saying it's a good, safe place. Wow, you're very lucky, mate. You're very, very, very lucky to live in a safe place. And hopefully it's got a good standard of living and opportunities. Scream is saying, Greenock. Okay. How's life in Greenock? Texas says, O-L-A-L-I. Tanda says, Hamish, how long have you lived there for? Good question. Hamish is saying, I love British movies. Some British movies are great. You've lived there for 17 years. Okay, thanks for telling us that, Hamish. What's your favourite movie, Hamish? Good question. What's your favourite movie? That's quite a long time, isn't it? Have you lived there all your life, though? I don't know what your age is, sorry. Austin Powers. Yeah, that's really funny. Good film. Good choice. Dumb and Dumber is a great film. From a comedy perspective, really funny. There's so many others. So now I'm going to put on to boundaries with regards to reparenting. I'll talk the best I can. Healthy parents teach you where you end and others begin. So if not, boundaries, you feel responsible for everyone. If you feel responsible for everyone and how they're feeling, it shows empathy really, but you feel you feel bad when you feel responsible for everyone's feelings. It's impossible to control that. It really, really is. It's difficult. You're never going to achieve that. But if you need to reparent yourself, you might start be feeling responsible for everybody else. And like I said before, you're going to say no when you feel guilty when you say no. That's the people pleaser coming into play, isn't it? And you over-explain yourself. You over-justify yourself. It's feeling like you're on edge all the time, potentially. So reparenting boundaries, the boundaries you can put in place is saying no without a story. Just say, look, you're coming out on Friday. No. Why not? I just don't want to. That's it. Saying no without a story. Allowing others to be uncomfortable. Are you going to allow other people to be uncomfortable? Someone could be, I don't know what they're doing. They're upset. It's nothing to do with you, but they're upset and they're pissed off with you. And I don't know, they're just upset. There's nothing to do with you. And it's okay to ask them if they're okay. Are you okay? Can I help you? Whatever. But they're still upset. You're not responsible for them. You're not responsible. That's their problem. That's their shit. And you got to allow them to feel uncomfortable. Be calm with it. Easier said than done sometimes. Another one is choosing rest over rescuing. So stop trying to rescue everyone. Stop trying to save everybody. Is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, I'll move to the comments. I'll go back. Yorick. Hi, Yorick. How are you doing? Yo. It's Yorick. How are you, Yorick? Or Yorick, should I say? I've not seen you for a while. Hope you're okay. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, hope you're doing well. How's your channel going? How many have you become monetized yet on your YouTube channel? And if anyone's watching, please check out Yorick's YouTube channel. He's got his own channel. He's got a good few thousand subscribers. Seems to be doing really well. Anyway, I'll move on. Sanna's saying, Hamish, that's an American film. No, it's not. It's not. Is it? Austin Powers. It's got Mike Myers in it, who's English, isn't it? Is he American? Forgive me, I'm wrong if I'm wrong. Maku Animal, you want to be Mayboy. What's Mayboy? I don't know what that is. Sandra's saying, Yorick, finally, where have you been? Miku Animals question mark. What's the question? Hamish is saying you're the nicest person ever, you're rock. Okay. Miku Animals saying hello. Hello back to you. Texas State saying I've subscribed. Thank you, Texas State. Nice one. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yorick saying, Brad, have you been longer stream? 4 hours. Wow. This one isn't. I think the other week, this Sunday I did like 4.5 hours, Yorick. And I could have gone longer, but I needed to eat. It was a Sunday, I just started talking and I carried on for ages. Yeah. Sandra says, oh, thank you to Texas. Yes, thank you to Texas for subscribing. Thank you to anyone else that's liked and subscribed. Appreciate you all. Thank you. Sandra's saying, Yorick, Brad is on fire. I was on Sunday. Yorick saying, Sandra, how have you been? Texas is smiling. Sandra's saying, I'm good, Yorick. No, Mr. Gold, I'm afraid. Okay. Hamish is asking, what's your favourite movie, Sandra? Good question, Hamish. Sienna says, say Sienna. Say Sienna. Sienna, I've said Sienna. Hello, Sienna. Hope you're okay. Hamish saying, you're the nicest person ever, you're rock. Okay, one moment. Sandra's saying, Hamish, I love Shawshank Redemption. Oh, it's a good film. Shit, that's a good film. That is with, I forgot who's in it. It's a great film, man. It's one of the best of all time, man. It really, really is up there. I forgot the actor that's in it. forgive me. It's the actors that are in it, but it's a great film, man. It's one of the best. Sienna says, say Sienna. I've said it, Sienna. It's all good. Hemi says, oh yeah. Yorick says, I had a cold. It felt like man cold, man flu. Yeah, Yorick, I was ill since the 23rd of December up until like 2 days ago. So like 2.5 weeks, I felt ill, Yorick. So I feel your pain, mate. Hope you feel better soon. Have you got over the cold is the question. Karen Murphy says, hi. Hi, Karen. My name's Brad. Hope you're okay. Chillpick says, your Chillpicks. Karen is saying hi again. Sandra saying, Yorick, I had a cold too. Sandra says, Brad, Dumb and Dumber is an American film. Oh, shit. Sorry. I'm the dumb one then, Sandra. Oh, you're thinking about English films. Sorry, I just thought of a random film. English, what's your favourite English film? Good question. I have to think of it. Think about that one. African Kitchen. Bro, I love cooking. And I'd like to know what your favourite food, if you don't mind. God, African Kitchen, that's so difficult. Oh, man. What's my favourite food? I love steak. Absolutely love steak. Which is, I know, is only one food. God, what's my favourite? Oh, I'm struggling. Do you know what, African Kitchen? There's so many good meals. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to answer a really simple one. And it's something I take for granted. Spaghetti bolognese is amazing. There's so many other good foods. So, man. What's your favourite food, if you don't mind? African Kitchen, my favourite type of food would be Italian, Mediterranean, though. Because there's so many great foods, African Kitchen, as I'm sure you know, if you're into that kind of thing. But if you're into cooking, you'll probably have a lot of knowledge about it, I'm assuming. But what was I going to say then? I love Mediterranean, Italian cuisine. But there's so many other good things. Hamish saying you're British, right? Yeah, I mean, I'm English, Hamish. I'd say English, yes. Karen saying 67, 67. Okay, that's a trend at the moment. Yorick saying Dumb and Dumber, the toilet scene. Oh my God. My favourite, Yorick, is the pretty birdie. Do you know the pig, or the budgie in it? And it's got the blind kid. And then they look after the budgie. And then they kill it by accident. And then they sellotape the budgie's head back on. Oh, it's funny. I know it sounds really sick, that, but it's so funny. And then the blind kid's like stroking the dead budgie. Do you remember that, Yorick? It's so funny. That film is one of the funniest films I've ever seen in my life. Dumb and Dumber. Right, it's got to be one of the best. One of the funniest. The first one, not the second one's good, don't get me wrong, but the first one is hilarious. But that was the bit I laughed at most. Anyway. Sandra's saying, oh my God, I love cooking too. Karen saying, I liked. Thank you, Karen. Appreciate that, Karen. Thank you. Sandra's saying, Yorick, laughing my ass off. I love that film. It's a great film. Karen is saying, game over. Here he's saying, who's your favourite character in Austin Powers? Mini-Me. Mini-Me. Is that with a thingy, isn't it? I think it's that. What is that? That he does that. I can't remember. Yorick saying, so you're back to normal diet. Yorick, yeah, I was on a carnivore diet. I did 30 days. To be honest, I lost a lot. I lost fat, which was great. My belt, I could make my belt tighter, basically, showing that I'd lost weight. However, I think I've already told you this. I love exercising, love going to the gym. I'd go to training. I'd barely get through it. My energy wasn't great. And then the next day I felt so exhausted. I thought, this is no good. And then I was eating some of the meals, and I love steak, don't get me wrong, but we can only eat so much steak. And I don't think, it got a bit boring. And I was looking at Sandra cooking other meals, and I was thinking, oh my God, that looks amazing. And I couldn't eat it. So I'm back to what I was doing before. I try and eat healthily, mindfully, but I love food, and life life's one of the simple pleasures of life is eating. So, Yorick, I've gone back to normal, but at least I tried it. Not that I'm an expert on it though. Yorick saying people can't call me Rick now. Okay then, Rick. What's your preferred name, Yorick? Is it Yorick or Rick? Simone Jackson says hi. Hi, Simone. Hello, how are you? You feel better now. I'm glad you feel better, Yorick. You've been drinking pomegranate juice. It helps with testosterone. Higher testosterone helps men get over flu and cold quicker. Absolutely. A lot of people are low on testosterone. I need to get that checked out, actually, Yorick. Pomegranate juice, yeah, it can be really healthy. Sanders helped me there. Morgan Freeman, Tim Robbins, Brad, Shawshank Redemption. Thanks for telling me that, Sander. I forgot the names. Yorick saying it's very antioxidant and anti-inflammatory as well. Yep, it is. Pomegranate juice. Can be really good for you. Salomon, Citizen Kane. I think I've seen it years ago, Salomon. Who's in that? Who's in Citizen Kane, Salomon? Please tell us. I can't picture I can remember the name, but I can't picture it in my mind. Help remind me about it, Salomon, if you don't mind, about Citizen Kane, the movie. Why do you like that film? Sander saying, Yorick, did it help then with your flu? Sander says, great film, Salomon. Yorick saying, yes, it feel like it did. Long Eat Doritos. Hello, Eat Doritos. You're British. Yes, I am. English. Sander saying, Brad, you love everything I cook. Just keep it simple, LOL. Sometimes the simplest things are the best. Am I Jewish? No, I'm not Jewish at all. I am not. Eat Doritos, I am not Jewish. Yorick saying, Karen, that's demonic, those numbers. Look it up, please. It's just brainwashing people. I used to say it till I found the hidden meaning behind it. Yorick, please can you educate me on what that means, 67? What does it mean? It's demonic. Why is it demonic? Sorry, I don't know. Interesting, though. Please elaborate, Yorick, if you can. Sander saying he's British, Eat Doritos. Sander said Yorick, it's brain dead, not demonic. What, 67? Like type in 67. Yeah, it lacks any thought, really. If it makes you happy, do it. But it doesn't, I don't know. Whatever. Eat Doritos asking the same question. Hamish saying, do you like the 80s music? Hamish, absolutely. I think the 80s could arguably be one of the best generation of music ever. Is the 80s the best for music ever? If you were going to pick, what's it called? 80s, 90s, 2000s. I say 80s was really, really good. I'd agree, Hamish, with that. I like some 90s tunes. Some new tunes are good as well, don't get me wrong, but I think the music was better then, but maybe I'm showing my age. Yorick saying, basically, the rapper that said those numbers was using it for demonic worship and witchcraft. That sounds mad, Yorick. I'm going to look that up. It's interesting, though. Interesting meaning, what was this 67 shit all about? Sanders agreeing, Hamish, 80s was a fabulous music era. It was. So many songs. There were some bad songs as well, don't get me wrong. There were some shit songs in the 80s, but most of them were really good. Eat Dorito says, you need to take electrolytes. I've been doing carnivore diet for the last 8 months. Interesting, Eat Doritos. How's it gone? I was having electrolytes as well. I stopped doing it though. How are you finding the carnivore diet, Eat Doritos? Hamish saying, do you like the 80s, Sander? Yorick saying, yes, this generation, especially the kids are brainwashed easily, unfortunately. I think a lot of the world's brainwashed. Yorick as well. Are we all brainwashed to an extent? But a lot of humanity is completely brainwashed, completely gone, completely walking around blind. Not blind literally, but you know what I mean. Blind to the reality of the world a lot of the time. Sander's saying, yes, Hamish, they were ace. Okay. Sander's saying, do you, Hamish? Elliot, hi Elliot. Do you drink alcohol? Not so much anymore, Elliot. Do you drink alcohol is the question. Back to you. I used to. I used to do a lot of things I shouldn't do. But now I drink every now and again. But sometimes I won't drink for 4 or 5 months. I don't miss it really, if I'm honest. I operate a lot better without alcohol. I feel a lot sharper, a lot more efficient without alcohol, happier without it. But every now and again, I do drink, and it can be enjoyable, don't get me wrong. Harry's saying, man, I missed the 80s. I wish I was alive then. Hamish, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you? The 80s was a freer time. It had its challenges. I was born in 1982, Hamish. It was a freer time, and the 90s were too. It was a different world then. Life can still be good now, don't get me wrong. Sandra saying, Hamish, I was alive, but really young. Well, so was I. In the 80s, I was very young. Ismart TV says, hi. Ismart, hello. How are you? My name's Brad, by the way. Yorick saying, I prefer Yorick, the old name. It's still my name, just with a dash in the middle. Is it working well for you, the channel name? I like your new name, Yorick, by the way. The other name wasn't bad, Yorick Brown, but I get why he did that. Harry's saying, what was it like in the 80s? What was it like in the 80s? It depends where you live. It depends on your upbringing. What was it like in the 80s? It was, let me explain. Basically, you didn't have, like, imagine there's no phones. Phones were invented, but people weren't using them. There was just TV, which sounds a bit shit. And there wasn't many channels. But that's all you knew. You didn't know about the internet. The internet wasn't there. I don't know. There was less fear. There was less fear, Hamish. If you were young, you'd play out. You'd play football or sports, and you'd come home when it was dark. That's when you come home, and it felt like you was a bit more free. I think now people are a lot more scared and fearful. I think if I look back at it, I think life was okay. Life was good. Sorry if I'm not explaining that very well though, Hamish, but that's a little bit of an insight into it. Sandra says, Yorick, I like your original name. African Kitchen. By the way, I can prepare some really good African meals. You might end up loving them and making them your favourite. African Kitchen, do you have your own YouTube channel is the question. I just thought I'd ask that. I can believe that, you know, absolutely. If it's made with really good ingredients, African Kitchen, they could become your favourite, yeah, absolutely. I believe you, by the way, absolutely. Mr. Blonde, hi, Mr. Blonde. Freedom for Iran. Yeah, I just want freedom for everyone. I want freedom. No wars, Mr. Blonde. I agree. No wars. Wars are horrible. You're saying, yes, apparently changing name can affect your channel as your regular viewers might not recognise and find you. And so I'm not changing anymore. Don't blame you, Yorick. You've got a good name there, though. Solid name. Mr. Blonde saying, make Iran great again. Okay. Why do you want to make Iran great again? Anyway. I don't know much about Iran, if I'm honest, Mr. Blonde. Sorry, but I just don't. Sandra's saying African Kitchen, or such as jollof rice. I've never heard of that. Yorick's heard of it, though. I love jollof rice. Please explain to me what this is. I don't know what this is. Sandra's saying, Yorick, that actually makes sense. Be careful. Eat Doritos saying, I was 124 kilograms. Now I'm down to just shy of 95. That's a big loss. That's a lot less, isn't it? Good for you. Eat Doritos. Good for you. I hope if it's bringing you health, making you feel better, making you feel more confident, and you feel good, then good for you. Eat Doritos. Sandra says, well done to eat Doritos. Sarah's back. Welcome back, Sarah. Hamish, you're 17 years old. Wow. You've got a lot of potential, Hamish. You're young. That's great. Eat Doritos saying, I've lost a lot of fat, but a bit of muscle too. So I'm now transitioning back to carbs, etc. I only eat once a day, either steaks and eggs or minced beef and eggs. Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was having meat. I wasn't eating once a day. I was eating twice a day. Eat Doritos with the carnivore diet. I found the minced beef and eggs. It was okay once or twice, but I got really bored of that meal. I miss the other foods, but I get the positives from carnivore only diet. It can be really good for you. Eat Doritos, as I'm sure you know. You've done really well to do 8 months, by the way. Outstanding. And you've lost, eat Doritos, you've lost so much weight. Well done to you, mate. Honestly, that's bang on. I'm giving you a round of applause there, mate. Well done. Anyway, Yorick saying, I think we are brainwashed in the sense we are stuck in the matrix government, like rules, paying tax, etc. Yep, we are. I think people who found a way to live alone, off the grid, and survive are the true people who are not. I don't know the rest of it there, Yorick, but yeah, I'll carry on reading that in a moment. Hamish saying, I've got to go. I've got to go. Bye, everyone. Thank you for the chat, Hamish. Thanks for being with us. Thank you for chatting. Nice to meet you, by the way. Ziegler. Hi, Ziegler. Welcome back. How are you? How's life in Preston, isn't it? If I remember correctly. What type of Doritos do I need to eat to lose 30 kilogram? I hope it's tangy shit. Oh, that's funny. Yorick's now craving Doritos. They're nice, aren't they? Doritos are really nice. Actually, sorry, let me go back. I only eat Doritos because you've been on the carnivore diet for so long. Do you miss Doritos? I'm assuming you love Doritos. Do you miss eating them? Is the question. I'll move on anyway. Sorry, I've just gone quiet for a moment. I've drunk my tea. Let's have a sip of water. So anyway, encouragement. I'll go to my content the best. Sorry, Yorick saying I meant who are not brainwashed. I'll go back to your comment, sorry. Yeah, people who live off the grid are not brainwashed, you're trying to say. As less so. I'd assume that too. I think, Yorick, the most freest people in England would be gypsies. Gypsies. Not like the closest to a nomadic lifestyle. A lot of them are gypsies that live in England. Ziegler saying, hi, yes, well remembered. Yes, I'm glad I remembered. Preston, it is. Yeah, week is starting well. Like everyone else, have some real challenges, but life is what you make it, I reckon. Fucking right, Ziegler. Absolutely. Life is what you make it. It is fucking challenging, don't get me wrong. God, it's not easy, man. As I'm sure you bloody know. But it is what you make it. I think a lot of the time, I've not had the best day today. I've been around people that are just, they're not amazing. They're not horrible. One wasn't the best, and the other two were just, there's no one home, basically. I've been around people where there's not much of a conversation going on. I'm working with them. There's just no depth. There's nothing. It is what it is. So you can't really speak to them, can't really have a deep or meaningful or interesting conversation or a laugh with them. There's fuck all there. No one's home. No one's laughing. No one's giggling. You're at work. It's drab. It's clinical. It's fucking drab as fuck. And that's what I've been around today. Not amazing. However, it is what it is. You can't bring you can bring a host of water, but you can't make it drink, kind of thing. Therefore, meaning you can try and be warm and kind and try and engage in an interesting conversation with some people, but they're not always going to do it. So shit. So yeah, I've been around those people today, and I've come across a little bit of rudeness today as well, and spoken to in a little bit of a rude way, which obviously pissed me off. But the key is to let go fast. To let go quickly. Let it go. Fuck it off. Don't hold on to it for too long. Therefore, going back to Ziegler's comment of life's what you make it, you're going to come across people that are challenging. You're going to come across people that are annoying. You're going to come across people that aren't very nice. They're fucking rude as fuck. And they're bang out of order. And it's understandable if you get upset. It's understandable if you get mad. It's understandable if you get angry. But you've got to let that shit go because it's not personal. It's just them projecting onto you. And you've just got to let it go. Get angry. Vent a little bit and then let it go and move on. And let karma do the rest. And live your life. Don't get too stressed out by these knobheads is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, but life is what you make it. Absolutely. Noah, are you Johnny Sins? Who's Johnny Sins? Johnny Sins. Oh, no, I'm not. Noah. Do you watch Stranger Things? Yes, I've seen the whole lot. I thought it was good overall. It needed to end though, didn't it? Didn't it, Noah? I found it entertaining. I thought it was well written. I thought it was well made. The acting was really good. The plot was really good. Stranger Things I'm talking about, of course. I think they did the right thing by ending it. You can only do so much of that. So they ended it at the right time. And yeah, it was a really good show. Talozi saying, I'm laughing and giggling. Hi, Talozi. Good for you. Good to laugh, good to giggle. African Kitchen saying, not yet, no channel at the moment, but it's in the plans. And Jollof, that one is undefeated. Please explain to me what Jollof is. Jollof rice, what the hell's that? I'm sorry, African Kitchen, I don't know. Miku Animal saying, okay. Ziggler saying, yeah, I totally get it, Brad. You just hope your colleagues aren't listening to you calling them fucking drab. I like your advice and can relate. Maybe one day they'll see me on here. Maybe. But maybe one day I won't need to work there anymore. If it gets to that point, maybe they will. I'm not bothered. I won't be good people as well, don't get me wrong. Ziggler's saying, yeah, totally get it, Brad. I just hope your colleagues aren't listening to you calling them fucking drab, LOL. I like your life advice and can relate. Yeah, I don't have all the answers, Ziggler. I'm not perfect myself. I try and make sense of things the best I can. In my own way. Ziggler's saying, don't get stressed out by the knobheads in my don't get yeah, quote of the week is don't get stressed out by knobheads. There you go. Get it written down. Tell everyone. Tell all the knobheads that as well. That will help. Thank goodness we're not perfect. Absolutely. Sanders laughing at Ziggler, saying, love that. It's all good. Yeah. Oh, God. Anyway, I'll crack on with some of the content that I've been talking about. I've just been going with the flow again, though, really. So, encouragement, not pressure. I'm referring to my notes here a little bit. I've got some notes. I will pin that comment from Ziggler. Thank you. Good shout, Sander. Good shout, because it's a good one. Thanks. Reparenting boundaries means saying no without. I've read that. Encouragement, not pressure. Some people were pushed too hard. Others were ignored. So some people, when they were growing up, they were pushed too hard. You've got to do this, do that. Too rigid of parenting. The parents might not be coming from a bad place. They're doing the best. They're trying to push the children to do well, but they pushed too hard. They were too strict. There was no freedom. There was no autonomy given to the child. That can cause problems for them growing up. Or sometimes some kids are just ignored. They're not encouraged. They're not encouraged to follow their passions or activities. They're just completely ignored. So they feel lonely, potentially. So this can create perfectionism in people growing up. It can also create fear of starting, procrastination, because you're not secure. So a child could feel ignored, therefore they're not supported by the parents to do anything, to be anything, and that can cause procrastination because they don't have the confidence to start, if you know what I mean. Or they could have a harsh or absent inner critic. So have a really harsh inner critic, putting themselves down really hard on themselves. And if you get that when you're a kid, you're going to have that when you're growing up into an adult. If you've got a harsh inner critic, it's not fucking good, man. I fucking big time, I've had to chill mine the fuck out. It's still there now. It's there every day, my inner critic. It gives me a kick up the arse, which works, which helps. However, too harsh of inner critic can really it can just fucking kill your confidence. It can prevent you from fulfilling your potential. So that's where the reparenting comes in. It's like, I've got a harsh critic growing up. I've been really hard on myself growing up. It might have worked for me in a way, being a kid, in a really, not in a healthy way, but in a way, let's say. But then you need to change it when you become an adult. That's all I'm trying to say. So I'm getting out the words best I can. Anyway, Ziggler saying, thanks, friends. No worries, Ziggler. Thank you for being with us, man. Appreciate you. Thank you. Yorick's giving us the word of the week. The word of the week is knobhead. Knobhead. Yeah. And then, shit. And then all you can do is when you're at work, you say, no worries, knobhead. That sound, knobhead. No worries, knobhead. Thanks for nothing, knobhead. Anyway, I'll stop swearing. Ziggler's saying, yep, perfectionism is a real problem and leaves me with imposter syndrome. Yep. I forgot to mention that, Ziggler. Thanks for saying that. Imposter syndrome. Having it as we speak. And there's a promotion going. I'm a band 5 and I could be a band 6. There's a job coming up and I have imposter syndrome, thinking I'm not good enough. The other people are better than me. I have it in my head. I have a very harsh inner critic, Ziggler's saying. It's like a demon parrot sitting on my shoulder. Yeah, it's a little, yeah. You know it very well then, Ziggler. Absolutely. Perfectionism, yeah, like I'm not ready. I'm not good enough. That person's smarter than me. That person speaks better than me. I'm not going to go for that job because I've got imposter syndrome. It happens especially when you start something new. That inner critic, yeah, it's a tough one. I think for me, it's always going to be there, but I've lessened it a lot better via being your own cheerleader can help. But yeah, it's like a demon parrot sitting on your shoulder. Absolutely. Well said, Ziggler. Thank you. So encouragement means reparenting encouragement, referring to my notes a moment, supporting effort, not outcome. Like thinking to yourself, sometimes I think to myself, I've done everything I can. I can't do anything fucking more. What else can I do? And then that makes me, and then I feel okay then. I think, actually, I've tried my fucking best here. I've done my best. I've turned up the best I can. And then you're not so worried about the outcome then because you've done your best. Allowing mistakes without self-attack. You're going to drop the ball. You're going to fuck up. You're going to make mistakes. It's okay. It's normal. Just pick the ball back up. Go again. Go again. Drop it. Go again. Speaking to yourself like a coach, not a drill sergeant. Not you must do this now. You must work long hours. You must do this. You must do that. A coach, supportive. You've got to support yourself. You've got to back yourself, man. No one else is going to fucking back you. Maybe you've got a loving partner that's going to back you to an extent, or a supportive family if you're lucky, or friends. But you need to be your own cheerleader. You really, really fucking do. But in like a supportive way, a coaching kind of way. So the question you could ask yourself is, how would I encourage, someone I care about? How would you? Sometimes we give the best advice to others, but we don't give it to ourselves, is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, I'll go back to the comments. Joe Stonker, mustard eggy stench with a pink poo at the end. Hi, Joe Stonker. Thanks for sharing your eggy stench with us. Ziegler's saying 2 things which have helped me and which I know you have are, sorry, I'll start again, Ziegler. I'm reading that really badly. 2 things which have helped me and which I know you have are a sense of humor. Absolutely. It's okay to laugh at yourself sometimes as well. It's a sign of a healthy mind, having a sense of humor. Sign of a strong mind too. And knowing not to believe all my thoughts, yeah? That inner critic, again, of course. They're only thoughts. And B, keep it in the day. What do you mean by keep it in the day, Ziegler? Like, keep your thoughts or whatever for that day and then let them go, tomorrow's another day kind of thinking. Is that what you mean, Ziegler? Correct me if I'm wrong. Don't believe all your thoughts though. The mind can trick you up sometimes. The mind can convince you you're not good enough, or you're not worthy enough, or you're not loved enough. It's a constant battle, really, sometimes. And it can, if it's left unchecked, it can go it can go, if the mind is left unchecked and not looked after properly, it can run away with itself in a negative way, potentially, and take it to a very dark place, which you don't want to get to with regards to the thoughts. Anyway, Joe Stonker, my mustard spread, it's eggy soggy soup. Okay. I've read it for you, mate. Joe Stonker, I've read it for you. African Kitchen. Good night, guys. Thank you for the great chat. Catch you on another live. African Kitchen, it's been a pleasure to have you. Thank you for joining us. Good luck with your cooking potential, let's say. Go for it. Start it. Do something with it. I don't know where you're at with that African Kitchen, but follow your passion, mate. Follow your passion. And just keep going. Keep going. So thank you for being with us tonight. Hopefully I'll see you again soon. Ziegler's saying, keep it in the day. What I mean is, okay, don't get held up by the past. Yep. Good one. And don't sweat about the future. Yep. Thinking about the past is depression, potentially, kind of feeling. Nostalgia, depression. Thinking about the future, too much could be anxiety, couldn't it? Most of our worries come from things which happened in the past. They do, yeah, or things that haven't even happened. Living it in the present, then obviously, Ziegler, absolutely the power of now we're thinking here, aren't we? Easy said than done that. I think that's a lifelong battle, really, isn't it? Very wise. Thank you, Ziegler, by the way. We only have today. We only have the present. Absolutely. Yesterday's history. It's been done. It's gone. Can't change it. Tomorrow's a mystery. Who knows what's going to happen? So what can I do right now? And when my head hits my pillow, that's my only challenge for today. I like it, Ziegler. Very wise. I'm pinning that comment too. I'm just going to change it. It's really good. Monkey, cheeky monkey, is saying, I'd be depressed if I look like you. Thanks, monkey. Cheers for that, lad. What the fuck? I'm all right, mate. I'm not Brad. My name's Brad, by the way, monkey. Am I Brad Pitt? No. I like myself, though, man. I actually love myself, man. I love myself. Do you love yourself? Do you like yourself? Do you like the way you look, monkey? Do you like the way you look? I like the way I look. I'm good. I do actually have a high... I'm not in an arrogant way. I think I look good. I think I'm happy with the way I look. I'm fully aware. I'm not like I'm not the best looking person in the world. Oh, fuck. Let's be real. But I'm healthy and I'm happy with the way I look, so I'm good. I've got to have that outlook on myself to even achieve being on here. Because obviously people like every time you do a live, you're gonna get people testing you, putting you down. And you've got to have a high enough self-worth for that not to bother you. Like water for ducks back with me though, mate. And it's a really good place to be, Monkey. Really is. Monkey saying, I'm the prime example of a man. Okay, what makes you the prime example of a man, Monkey, is the question. Shibby, hi Shibby. My name's Brad, by the way, Shibby. Sorry, grief is something I've been struggling with for 3 years now. Shibby, I'm fucking sorry to hear that. I'm sorry. I can only imagine, and I probably can't imagine it specifically with regards to yourself because I don't know the full story. Life, man, it'll kill you. Oh, it can be brutal, Shibby. Fucking hell. I'm sending you some love and respect, Shibby, and some understanding, the best I can. Life can really hit you hard though, Shibby. Absolutely. Life can, like, you think life's going good and it's going okay. You're worried about, I don't know, your car's broke down and you're worried about getting it fixed and it might cost you a bit of money. And it's not, and you think that's a problem, but it's not. There's a lot worse problems that can happen. Life can hit you so hard. So I absolutely get what you're saying, Shibby. How's life for you now? I'm sorry. I don't know. How are you managing to get through this, Shibby? How are you managing to get through the grief? Have you got anyone? Have you got people around you to support you, etc.? I don't know. I don't understand your full story, of course. And you don't have to answer. There's no pressure, mate. There's no pressure. I'll move on anyway, but sending you love and respect. Ninja says, okay, thumbs up. Nice one. Nice one, Ninja. Ziggler saying, yes, me too. Oh, my mum died 5 years ago this week, and it affects me every fucking day. That's, you know what, Ziggler and Shibby and anyone else that's watching, it's something that I worry about, man, if I'm honest. I know, I just, it scares me. It scares the shit out of me. And it will come at some point if I live long enough. It's something we all have to deal with. If you live long enough, you have to deal with these things. Oh, no. Anyway, let me go back to your comments, Ziggler. My mum died 5 years ago this week, and it affects me every day. Grief never goes away, but we do learn how to live with the pain. That's a very realistic, true thing to say. She'll be thinking of you. Yeah, I can imagine the pain never goes away. And also, you've got I can imagine you've got the moment when someone passes away. People are really supportive at the beginning, let's say, in the first, month or 2 months. But then everyone starts living their lives, don't they? In my opinion. Life goes on, as they say. But you're still grieving. And you grieve. And I can imagine it feeling lonely at times. With regards to feeling that specific grief for that person that you loved, of course. Shibby says, thanks, Brad. Really appreciate your comments. No worries, Shibby. No worries, man. Shibby says, thank you to Zig as well. Ziggler. There's a psychology behind grief, isn't there, as well? I suppose it's accepting it. Easy said than done. Accepting the grief is one of the first steps to the healing process, and accepting the situation, accepting the harsh reality, and then just making the best of getting through each day the best you can. Ziggler's saying, I find grief has been a real tough, rough process. Fucking right. And comes and goes in waves. Yeah. Hold on to the good days and make the most of any loved ones you have, my friends. Fucking yeah. I'm sharing that, Ziggler. I'm going to share that, man. That's so good. So true. It's, oh yeah, sorry, it makes me feel a bit sad, that, but you got to make the best of, yeah, you just got to make the best of things, as imperfect as they are. Ziegler's saying that we feel grief because we love someone. Hold on to that. The more we love, the more we hurt. Yeah. It's part of being human, part of being alive, if you're to live long enough. It's part of, it's the end of, I suppose it's the end of life for some people, but it's part of life, isn't it? It's part of the journey. Fucking hard as fuck though. God. Nezuko. Hi, I'm Nezuko. Hello, Nezuko. My name's Brad. Nice to meet you, Nezuko. Hope you're okay. Right, I'll move on a little bit with my content. So, just a few things with regards to reparenting. If you do need to reparent yourself, if you're even familiar with reparenting yourself, it's basically, sometimes it's not just reparenting yourself. You might have had a decent upbringing, nice, lovely mum and dad. They might not have been perfect, but no one's perfect, and which is fine. But doesn't mean you don't love your mum and dad just because you feel like you need to reparent yourself. Sometimes it's just that you might have had childish behaviours that no longer suit your adult life, and you need to change those behaviours, become a more healthy, well-rounded, compass mentis adult, a healthy adult. And my opinion is you can't change everything at once. Can't change everything at once. I've tried it when I was younger, and it didn't fucking work. I fucked up. I used to drink a lot. I used to take a lot of drugs as well. I was an absolute idiot. I was wild. I was a bad boy. Let's say that. I was in my 20s then, teenage years, 20s, and I tried to change everything at once because I wasn't happy about it, and I always fail. Like I tried to just do too much. You just step by step, small steps. So. Daily reparenting actions. Pause before reacting. Don't have those knee-jerk reactions. Think about what you're going to do first. Easy said than done when someone's been rude to you. Name what you're feeling. Name what you're feeling. Look at your step. Yes, naming the feeling, isn't it? Not fixing it, just thinking, well, how am I feeling now? I've got fire in my belly, I'm angry, or whatever it is. Name it. Recognize it. Identify it. Choose the kindest, realistic option. Yep. And some days you aren't your best, you're tired, you're ill, you're not at your best. The best realistic option for me today is if I'm tired, if I'm ill, it's just, I'm just going to go to bed and get some sleep. That's the best I can do today. Maybe that's the best you can do. Keep promises to yourself, even small ones. So small little steps, small little changes. And if you're a people pleaser, for example, it's just thinking, I'm gonna say no to something simple, something small to begin with, and then just keep doing that and get used to it. So it's not, instead of what's wrong with me, ask, what did I need that I didn't get? What did I need? I remember being younger and other people were living my life for me. I was a people pleaser, and I had, let's say, friends when I was younger, and they weren't good friends. They weren't. They were using me, manipulating me, but it was easy pickings because I was insecure as fuck, and I was a people pleaser, so easy pickings for a narcissist, let's say. And they'd say, let's do this, let's do that, and I'd say yes to everything. And then I got to a point where I thought, I don't even know what I want to do. I don't even know what I want to do, how I want to do it. And I had an epiphany moment thinking, I actually don't even know what I want to do in my life. It took me a while. Excuse me, I've still got that cold to figure it out. So what do I need? What do I need to do? It would be the question. Or another one, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? If you're asking me that, instead ask, what did I need that I didn't get? What did I need that I didn't get? Sorry about the coughing. I'll move on. Instead of, I should be better by now, say, I'm learning something I wasn't taught. I should be better by now. I feel like I'm behind in life. I should be better at this by now. It's a marathon, not a sprint. We're racing against ourselves anyway. Say to yourself, I'm learning something that I wasn't taught. Anyway, I'll go back to the comments. Sandra says, hey, hi to Nezuko. Sorry, my cough's coming back. Sandra says, that's wonderful, Ziegler. It is wonderful. Ziegler's said some very, very, very wise, deep things. Amazing. Thank you for sharing. Ziegler's sending love and respect. Medusa is saying, love the Midland accent. It's Northwestern accent, Medusa. In England, it's like a Lancastrian accent. Midland would be like a Brummie accent, which would sound different to what I sound like. Yorkshire, you're not far off, Medusa. You're not far off. But Yorkshire, Lancashire, there's similarities though, because we're next door to each other, Yorkshire and Lancashire. Sorry about the coughing, guys. Still got a little bit of a cold. Yorick is saying goats, greatest of all time. Yeah, that's what goat means. Sander is giving up a wave there. Safi, I ate some toast today. Anyone proud? You ate some toast, Safi? I'm taking that as a joke. Yorick is pulling that face like, Safi? What? Sanders giving up a bit of a cautionary hand sign to Safi there. So what's the goal anyway? What's the goal? The goal is not to become perfect. It ain't gonna fucking happen. It ain't gonna happen. That's life. It's not to become healed or fearless, completely healed. You're not to be completely healed, completely fearless. The goal is more choices for yourself of your own needs, meeting your own needs, having a calmer friendship with yourself, being your own cheerleader instead of putting yourself down all the time. I know it's hard sometimes. And reparenting is consistency, not intensity. It's a long process. Slowly but surely. So if any of this resonates, it doesn't mean that something is wrong with you. It means something important was missing. And it doesn't mean being harsh on your mum and dad either. Talking about reparenting, thinking like, oh, mum and dad haven't done this or that. Maybe they missed a few things. They're human, they're not perfect. But it's not like I'm not trying to thinking that kind of, my thinking's not like that from my own perspective. At all. It really isn't. It's about, I don't know, reparenting yourself, just becoming a better, well-rounded person. There's going to be things missing. Melissa saying, Baldy over there. Yes, I'm the one with no hair. Melissa. I have no hair. Of course I don't. I've got 2 eyes as well and 2 ears. It's just a fact, isn't it, Melissa? It could be deemed to be a bit rude, of course. But I'm okay with it. It's the truth, isn't it? I am bald. Do I feel bad about it? No. Does it make me less of a person? No. Do I look good with my bald head? Yeah, I do. Anyway, Sarah saying Melissa with an angry face. Marco, hi Marco. Marco Luque, is it? Why Melissa? Why? Marco say Baldy has more than you. He has a strong of hair on him. Okay. A strand of hair on him. I don't know. Sorry guys, I'm coughing. It's just kicked in. Sander saying I love Brad's bald head. Thanks, Sander. It's the way I look. It's okay. Just going to write this in. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I'm just typing this in, open chat. There we go. I'm going to turn the heating off a minute because the heating's on. It's a bit warm. So, you can probably still hear me, but not see me. I'll be back on. Respect to you, Michael, too. Where are you from, Michael? If you don't mind me asking. That's is it an Italian name? I think Michael's an Italian name, isn't it? Correct me if I'm wrong. So yeah, I'll just continue talking. Dedicated angler, do you enjoy a touch of fishing? Dedicated angler, I'm assuming by the name that you do. Fishing, I did it when I was younger. It can be very therapeutic, very calming, can't it? Imagine a nice hot summer's day, nice, quiet, I don't know, being at a lake, nice and quiet, nice and calm. You just sat there chilling, fishing. I did it when I was younger, and I can really understand why people love doing it, but I've not done it for a long time. Dedicated angler, do you love fishing? Is the question. I'm assuming you do. Michael saying I'm Spanish. Ah, okay, cool. But yeah, is it an Italian name? Thanks for asking. No worries, Michael. Whereabouts in Spain are you from? Thank you for anyone that's liked and subscribed, by the way. I appreciate you all. Sorry if I'm coughing a bit. That cold keeps coming back. Dedicated angler. Yeah, thank you to anyone that's liked and subscribed, by the way. It means a lot. I appreciate you all, by the way. Thank you so much. Anyway, dedicated angler saying, God bless. God bless to you too, sir. Good. Sorry. I want to start. I can't stop. Sandra's saying, hola, Marco, ¿cómo estás? Dedicated angler is saying, I used to when my health was good. Oh, sorry, dedicated angler. I'm sorry that your health isn't at its best at the moment. Is it likely to get any better, dedicated angler? Can you get back to doing what you used to love doing is the question. I hope so. I hope that you become healthier and you can go fishing again. It's really, it's very, when you love doing something, it's your passion and you love it, a hobby or whatever it is, and then you can't do it anymore. I can imagine it being very frustrating, to say the least. Not being able to do what you love. So I can emphasize with that, dedicated angler. I hope that you get to do it again soon. Yazan Regin says hi. Hi, Yazan. How are you? Sandra's sending some some fish icons to you, dedicated angler, showing some love and respect. Prickle, hi Prickle. Do you know what Sigma means? Do you know what Sigma Sozemendreg means? No, I don't, Prickle. What does it mean? I know what Sigma means with relation to Alpha, Beta, Delta, Omega, and Sigma. Is he on about the hierarchy, the male type hierarchies? I know about that, but I don't know about that. Sovensdrag, I don't know what that means. Please tell me what it means. Michael saying, I'm in the south in a region called Andalusia. Yeah, I've never been there before, Michael, but it does ring a bell. The name. I bet the Spanish food's really good. Really, really good. I started saying, oh, lovely, Michael. Mia says, hi, Mia. How are you? Mia subbed. Oh, thank you, Mia. Thank you so much. Thank you for anyone that's liked and subscribed. It means a lot. Thank you. Brickall says, just Danish school brain rot. Wow. Okay. Danish school brain rot. That's very specific, Brickall. Okay, I've never heard of that in my life. I've never heard of that terminology before. Yeah, so anyway, I'll keep responding to the comments, but I'm just going to talk about my day a little bit. I work in operational theatres. I work in a hospital. So basically, when people have operations, and I work as a scrub nurse, so I help with the instruments and things. And I don't know, I've just had a strange day. It's been a weird team that I've been in. It's just, no. It wasn't a great day. It really wasn't a great day. And I don't know. The people, I don't know. There's no warmth. There's no openness. There's no depth. There's no... Imagine being around people that you can't even have a laugh with or properly joke with or talk to properly. It's just weird. And that's the kind of day I've had today. It's not always me. It's just me talking about my day. And then I know... I've known someone who's lost a job today. Someone I work with has lost a job. And a lot of people were saying how bad she was. But she was really, really kind. She was a nice person. And I worked with her on Friday afternoon. I only worked with her for one afternoon. And she was really nice. And she was really helpful and really useful. And I told the management about this person. I said, this person, I said to the management, this person has been like, I've heard a lot of bad things about this person. I said, but I worked with them on Friday last week and they were good. They were okay. They weren't that bad. And then the management said, there's a lot of things going on, Brad. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I said, but that's my perspective. I'm leaving it with you. And then the next day, which is today, I find out they've had a meeting and they've let that person go on. I feel really sad for that person. It's not nice when someone loses the job. And she wanted the job. And she was really nice. And I felt sorry for her. And I don't know if she's been supported the best way. Anyway, that's that. I tried to help her. You got her fired, bro. Big Tyrone. No, I didn't get fired. A lot of other people, I think other people did that, Big Tyrone. It weren't me. I actually tried to help her. Didn't work out though. But I feel bad for her. I do. It's not nice. It's not nice, man. Maybe there's a lot I don't know, but anyway, there you go. I'll be going for about another 7 minutes. I'm at 1 hour 53s. Big Tyrone said, well, at least you tried, sir. I did try, man. Big Tyrone. I didn't even know her that well. I just felt it was injustice because when you hear, imagine you're hearing about a colleague and everyone's going, they've done this, they've done that, they're shit, they're this, they're that. And you're hearing it and you're going, okay, I've never met this person. Then you meet them and they're not shit. They're actually all right. And thinking, this is not fair, mate. I thought that's not fucking fair. That's not right. Didn't sit well. And I felt compelled to tell the management, I don't usually do this. I said, look, this person's all right, man. They've got potential. They need to give them a chance. And then they lose a job. Anyway, I wish them well. I did try, Big Tyrone. I did try. But it didn't make any difference. It didn't make any difference. Rachel Griffiths says, hi. Rachel, hi back to you. My name's Brad, by the way. This is my channel, by the way, Inspirational Ambivert. If you can see it on my little cup. Yeah, my name's Brad. And that's it, really. Just going with the comments at the moment. Big Tyrone speaking some truths here, man. Let me read it. I think many people will lose their jobs this year. Do you know what? Big Tyrone? Fucking, yeah. I wish you was wrong, and I wish I was wrong, but you're right with regard to what you've just said. It's sad, isn't it? Sorry, Big Tyrone. Yeah, I think a lot of people will lose their jobs. I think the economy is let's just say England. I don't know where you're from, Big Tyrone, but a lot of places are closing down. I think it's going to get harder. It's going to get worse. It's going to get harder to get work. Cost of living's not easy. And yeah, you're right, man. Economics is not good, homie. No, it's fucking not. That's a truth. That's the truth. And I think it's going to get worse, Big homie. Big Tyrone, sorry. Big Tyrone, sorry. Somebody saying, let's read this. Moderators, help, please. Is there a way to hide someone's messages from the chat except banning? And how do I know it happened? MB messages would erase for me, or Smith like this. Somebody, I don't know what you're talking about, somebody, lad. That's just random, somebody. Yeah. That's just nonsense, by the way, somebody. Anyway, I'll move on. I hope that you're okay, somebody. I've never spoke to somebody. Who's that? I don't know. Hope you're okay anyway. Oxfox, welcome back. Hello, Oxfox. Welcome back, Oxfox. Hope you're okay. Hope you're doing all right. Big Tyrone, what industry am I in? I work for the NHS, National Health Service. I work at a hospital, Tyrone. I work as a nurse, qualified band 5 nurse. I work as a scrub nurse. And that, I don't know if you know what that means. Sorry, don't mean to tell you how to suck eggs, but I basically help surgeons with instruments. So you knee replacements, hip replacements, spinal cases, hands, feet. You like putting plates in when people break their hands, you put a plate in, fix. Speaking very basically here, but yeah, help them with their instruments, and then we fix people basically. There's always work, mate, Big Tyrone. There's always people that are going to break their arms and break their hips and need new knees and have cancer, and they need the cancer taken out, skin cancer or whatever it is. So yeah, there's always work, mate. It's never ending. However, jobs are harder to come by. Going back to what you're saying before with the economics, man, really fucking is. Chloe, I'll move on anyway. Chloe is saying, where are you from? I originally come from a town called Darwin, which is next to Blackburn, which is in England. But now I live in Chorley. It's about 30 miles away from Manchester. There. That's a point of reference. Prickle. Where are you from, Chloe, is the question. Prickle is asking, have you ever heard about Hollow Knight? Nope. What's Hollow Knight? Me cute animal. If you sing, I'll give you $5. For one, you can't give me $5 because I don't even I'm not even at that. I'm not even monetized yet. I'm not got enough subscribers and not enough watch hours yet. Eventually I will do, but I'm not there yet. And also, I can't fucking sing for shit, Big Animal. I can shout. I'm good at shouting. But I can't sing. I'm not gonna sing. I'm fucking shit at singing. And I don't even enjoy singing. If I enjoyed it, I'd be doing it. If I was good at it, I'd be doing it. But I'm not gonna do that because it's gonna sound really shit, if I'm honest. Chloe saying you're from Ireland. Oh, nice. Whereabouts in Ireland are you from, Chloe? Big Tyrone saying, oh, hospital's busy. Fuck, big time. Big Tyrone. Big time. Each hospital's different, of course. Some are bigger than others. I work for a medium-sized hospital, so it's not too bad. But we basically A&E at the moment, winter pressure, meaning lots of people get iller, flu, so more people come to hospital, meaning that people are stuck on. Sometimes people can be stuck in. It can all build up, so people end up on corridors, taking hours to be seen. That's happening at Preston Hospital. which is the trust that I work for. I work at Chorley though, which is a smaller one, a smaller hospital. But yeah, it's busy, mate. It's always busy. It's always busy. But it's a lot more stressful on the wards, and at A&E it's lots more stressful. But I work in theatre, so I don't see all of that. But yeah, it's busy, man. There's always work. Miku Animal saying, oh, yeah, I don't sing Miku Animal. A Big Tyrone said, I see videos of UK hospitals being full. Yeah, a lot of them are. And obviously, going back to economics, the struggling economics of Western society, let's say, Big Tyrone, services, hospitals, health services are getting depleted because there's no money. Governments are struggling. So there's the services are getting diminished. They're shutting down wards and things like that. They've got less staff. It's creaking. Let's say that much. Chloe's saying down in Tipperary. I've heard of that. I've never been. Munster. I've heard of the rugby team, Munster. Hamish is back. Welcome back, Hamish. Hope you're okay. Rodolph saying, I've given you a like and now I need to dance. I'm not going to be dancing, Rodolph. But thank you for the like. I appreciate that. There'll be no dancing. Just going to have a sip of water. How are you going? I'm coming towards the end soon, Hamish, if I'm honest. I've been gone for 2 hours. I've got work tomorrow. I've got shit to do. I've got sleep to have. But how am I going? I'm going good. Going well. Life's good, mate. It's all good. Alex Haynes. Hi, Alex. I've seen you before. Hi. Lots of highs. Charlie, can I buy you a plastic bag? Why? Why would you let's buy me a plastic bag, Charlie? Hi, back to Alex. How are you, Alex? LOL. Hamish saying, can you say Scotland forever? Scotland forever. Hamish, on that note, I love Scotland. I love Edinburgh. It's a great city, Hamish. Have you ever been to Edinburgh? It's stunning. Have you seen Game of Thrones? Have you seen Game of Thrones? It reminds me of that. Some of the architecture there. It's what a great city Edinburgh is. I love it. I know there's a lot more to Scotland than just that, but Scotland's a great city. Rodolph saying, see how kind, good guy I am. Okay, you're a good guy. Nice to hear. Prickle saying, Hollow Knight is a 2D platform combat game, really interesting, and the atmosphere, lore, and gameplay is just amazing. I recommend checking the game out. Okay, thank you, Prickle. Hollow Knight, I've never heard of that. Thank you for sharing. Charlie saying, to put over your head. I knew that would come in, Charlie. Knew that punchline would come in. Alex is saying, I will say it for you. Alex, why 67? Why? What's so good about that? It's a trend, isn't it, Alex? Heavy saying, don't say it. It's a worst number. It's just... Noodles. Scotland is full of Scottish people. Okay. And you tell me that you're a serial killer. Okay then, Noodles. Heinz bean sausage. Everyone loves Heinz. Heinz beans are nice. I agree. Dispassionate observer. Your eyes are green. Question mark. You know what? You are correct. Dispassionate observer. You are correct. Hamish, do you play Grand Theft Auto? I love computer games, Hamish, but I don't have one now because I get addicted to it. I have a very addictive personality. I'm all or nothing, so I avoid it. But Grand Theft Auto is a great game, and I played it in the past. It's a really good game, but I've not played for a long time, if I'm honest. Noodles is saying I've got crabs. Good for you, Noodles. Well done. Heinz beef sausage is sending love and respect. Big Tyrone, thank you. No trolling. Big Tyrone, thank you for saying that. The reality is that they're going to come. The reality is, though, as well, is Big Tyrone, they help the algorithm. YouTube likes the algorithm. And I can take the heat, mate. But thank you for like saying that. Some of them I get rid of if they're really bad or rude, but some of them it's just a bit of bullshit, isn't it? Really, a bit of silliness. Hamish is saying true. Dispassionate observer saying your age is 38. You know what? I'll take that. I'm 43, mate. 43. But I'll take 38 all day long. That's brilliant. Dispassionate observer. Thank you. I'll take it. Rick Hall saying, have you ever heard about the game Metal Gear Rising? Yes, I have. Rick Hall. Absolutely. I played it as well. Again, though, it's been a long time ago since I've played it. It's a really good game, mate. It's a really good game. Amy said, have you ever heard of Ozzy Osbourne? Of course I have. Of course I've heard of him. He's passed away, hasn't he, sadly? He lived a good life. I think he was a nice person as well. Prickle is saying nice. Dispassionate observer, your eyebrows are... No, they're not tattooed, man. That's not tattooed, mate. That's my real eyebrows, man. Dispassionate observer, they are not tattooed. It's just the way they look, man. Yeah, just the way they are. If I'm honest, that's the way it is, mate. Right, guys, I'm going to go. Thank you for anyone that's liked. Thank you for anyone that has subscribed. Thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for liking. I hope that you all look after each other. I'll read these comments quickly. It's so crazy good that the final boss is literally if Joe Biden lifted it. I don't know what that means. We love Ozzy Osbourne. God bless him. I agree, Hamish. He was a good man. He was a good man. Prickle saying, see you. Goodbye. Have a good one to you as well, Big Tyrone. Thank you, Yorick. Please check out Yorick's channel. Check it out. He's got his own channel. Good night, Brad. Good night, Sandra. Good night to you, Yorick. Good night to everybody else. Dispassionate observer, your arm got stabbed by the COVID shot. I did early on. I've not had one for a long time. I wish I hadn't done, though, Dispassionate observer. Richard George, can you put a cooking pot on like a hat? Richard, maybe one day, but not today, mate. I'm going to go. Goodbye. Sending love and respect back to you, Hamish. Thank you for everyone. Thanks to everybody. Look after yourselves. I know life's fucking hard sometimes. I know it's not always easy. I know there's challenges, but keep going. Keep looking after each other. Keep your integrity is everything. Be the best version of yourself. Don't fucking give up, no matter how hard it gets. If you want to check out more content like this, then just check out my channel. I will be live again on Sunday, maybe during the week, but I'll definitely be there on Sunday in the morning, at 10 o'clock UK time in the morning. So yeah, thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. I'm going to call it a night. Good night, and hopefully I will see you again soon.